You know, I've read Psalm 18 a lot over the years. Run through a troop, leap over a wall, you know, that psalm. But yesterday, whoa, I read it for the first time. I mean, so many things came alive. It's like I have some grow bags out here in my garden. I have 10 grow bags, five of them with white potatoes, five with red potatoes. And they're just doing that, just blowing up out of the ground. That's what Psalm 18 did yesterday. Whew. I hate you missed it, but it was kind of for me. So this morning I'm like, set everything up. This is more of a corporate saying to whatever people are interested. Psalm 19. 18 yesterday, 19 today. Now, the English King James Version, when I read that, I kind of read through the these and thous and thines and saidest, you know, those things. I just kind of, in my mind, say you and yours, and I just kind of flow through with current English. But this is see, I've got the Hebrew on one side and the King James on the other side. Just so you know, I'm not a King James only guy. I prefer the Hebrew and the Greek literal translations guy. The heavens, Psalm 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. It starts out very interesting. The heavens are the ones recounting the glory of El. That's Big Daddy. The heavens are the ones recounting. Now, if you have to count something, let's say in elections here in my country, um, if you have an election and it's really, really close, or somebody disputes it for whatever reason, then you can have a recount. You can count all well, the digits or the ballots, whatever, however it's set up in that area. You can recount. The heavens, Shemayim. Let's just click on this word. This is why I like this. I can go to this word. I can see the Hebrew. Sheen or Shin. Mem, Yud, Mem. Shemayim. And I can click on that word. And it gives me another place to click, and I can get the pronunciation to see if I got it right. The phonetic spelling of the word and synonyms, descriptions of how the word is used. It does a lot of good things. So let's look at the heavens, since they're the ones recounting. Shamayim, from an unused root meaning to be lofty. The sky, as aloft. From an unused root meaning to be lofty. Now, I have learned there are many levels of truth. whenever you see something, don't let this throw the anchor out and say, well, that means this. That probably means a lot of levels of things. Height levels and depth levels. So I've learned, that means blah. Well, yeah, kinda, but it also means blah, 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 and blah, and blah, blah, and blah. You with me? So, lofty. I like the word they use here. From an unused root word meaning to be lofty. So, lofty. What is lofty? Something above. If you build a house or a cabin and you have a loft, the loft is like above the living space. You live here, but the loft is here. And there's a way to get to the loft, to live there, to store things there, to place children there. The lofty place is the higher place, and it's above the living place. So, the heavens, the lofty place, are the ones recounting the glory of El, Big Daddy, as I like to call him. And the deed of his hands, the atmosphere is telling. Now the English. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. The heavens are the ones recounting the glory of El, Big Daddy. And the deed, singular, the deed of his hands is being told by the atmosphere. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea any depths. Let's see if Daddy will reveal it to us. Big Daddy. Wow. The heavens, the lofty place, above the living place, the heavens are the ones recounting your glory. Your glory. Wow. Woo. Moses said, I want to see your glory. See, that's a whole nother level up and levels deep word. I mean, I've heard it said, I don't know. I've heard it said that there are 7 levels. I've heard it said that there are 70 levels. I don't doubt either one of those. I just don't know. I know there are depths and heights to words, that truth has many levels of meaning. So again, don't just because you get a truth and it's in your head does not mean you have the only truth as per that particular truth. I've learned that hard way. But it's a beautiful thing knowing, that guy has a piece of truth about this word that I don't have. He has something I don't have. I have a different aspect, but it's just a different level of truth. Oh, and this lady over here, she, according to the same word, the same saying, the same scripture, she has a different level of truth. Wow. See, once you start realizing that, denominationalism just kind of goes, pff. Because what you or your group thinks is the end all, be all, do all of whatever, you realize, nah. No, the heavens are recounting the glory that Moses wanted to see really bad and was not allowed to see, it appears. The heavens are the ones recounting The election's done. The election's finished. But if you want to kind of see it play out over and over and over, just look upon the lofty place. Turn your eyes off of the living place. Turn your heart toward the lofty place and just seek first the kingdom of Big Daddy. What does that mean? I don't know. Find out. I only have my levels of truth concerning seek first the kingdom of Big Daddy and his right ways. I just have what I have. Give us this day our daily bread. Go get you some bread. You don't have to wait till Sunday. No, as a matter of fact, that's a mistake. Waiting till Sunday to eat a meal that somebody else has to feed you like a, like a baby. Here's some baby food here. Here. No. No. You don't have to do that. I mean, you can. It's up to you. But in my opinion, and it's only that, I would not classify that as seeking first the kingdom of our Father and his right ways. I just wouldn't. I couldn't comprehend that is seeking first his kingdom. Whatever. Whatever for you. Woo! That's a good cup of coffee right there. Started buying some different kinds, and I kind of like that one. The heavens are the ones recounting the glory of El, Big Daddy. Recounting. So his glory has been established and counted. There's an aspect to his glory that is attributable to having been set up so that it could be counted, and the heavens are recounting. Moses wanted to see it. You can see it. He didn't have this. I don't mean the laptop. He didn't have the Psalms. I mean, again, levels. Moses had access to quite a bit of levels. Woo! I mean, he wrote the Torah, first 5 books. Wow. But I can't believe that he even had access to all the levels of truth hidden in those words in the Torah. I think there's just new every day, new and expressive and lively and full and joy-filled and peace-covered every day. It's like the ocean. You can't search it all out. Just the first 5 books, just the first sentence, you just can't get all of it. That's why the heavens recount the glory of Big Daddy. It's been counted. It's been laid out. It is what it is. And no one can overwhelm it, overcome it, overdo it, mess it up. Can't be done. But we can put ourselves in a position as little children of the kingdom, seeking first the kingdom. Lest you humble yourself like a little child, you can't get into the Father's sukkah, his tabernacle, his tent. Since seeing that, I have seen it in the scriptures a lot. His tent, tabernacle, sukkah. All those are connected together. And as a little child, lest you humble yourself as a little child, you can't get in there. As a little child seeking first the kingdom of Big Daddy and seeking first his right ways, you can come in there and you can say, Daddy, the heavens are recounting your glory. Count off a little glory for me, Daddy. I want you to count off some glory. Just kind of like, well, here you go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The heavens. Now, the lofty place. We have found in recent years that the heavens are a lot more lofty than we thought. Of course, science is constantly changing. Yeah, the earth is flat. The sun goes around the earth. Earth is the center of the universe. The whole universe is just our solar system. You know what I mean? Science moves, but the glory of Big Daddy is immovable. It can be recounted if you have an open mind and an open heart and a seeking heart. Daddy, show me this about that. But most of those in the science world have a closed mind and a closed heart, and they're just not willing to listen. They're not willing to hear. They're not willing to humble themselves and say, hey, okay, I want to look at creator of all that there is, the creator of science. Yeah, I'd like to know some more from him, please. I'm humble myself. I'm willing to come in there, and I want your aspect. I want you to recount some of this glory so that I might study it, so that I might put true science to what you have to recount for us so that I could show it to others. Wow, I'd love to do that. I'm humble. I'm a little child. If in fact a true scientist that is called to be that, he or she would follow that plan of action, they get a lot more truth than this science. This science, absent of this science and that science, it's not science. It's going to change. The earth is not flat. You know, they would cancel you back then if you stood up against that. The earth is not flat. I think it's a sphere, like the moon, like the sun, like the planets, like the stars. They burn you at the stake. They would cancel you. Cancel culture is not new. And it's been way worse, and it's going to get way worse again. But, whoa, those who are seeking first the kingdom of Big Daddy and his right ways, woo, they're going to be well. They're going to be hearing the message of wellness, the well message of the kingdom that is recounted all the time in the lofty places. I love John Kilpatrick. Love John Kilpatrick. And he has a very in-depth view of the glory, as he calls it. The glory. Wow, the glory ascended, descended, happened in a church he pastored one time, mid-90s, mid to late 90s in Pensacola, Florida. And when the glory showed up, you just lost control. And there's a lot of levels to what I just said, but the glory is a thick, heavy, dense, compressed, truth-filled, and you could go for 30 minutes, you could go on with descriptive words and not even scratch the surface of what is the glory. And yet the glory that Moses sought so much is being recounted in the lofty place. I went to sleep with my hair wet. It's 5:55. How about that? I don't care. I've had a wonderful time. Got up at 4. Woo! I've had a wonderful time. I'm going to go now, and I'm going to warm up this last piece of coffee and get back in here. And you guys just, wow, have a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever. My friends in East Africa, in Kenya, Jambo sana, habari yako. Mimi mzuri sana, mzuri kabisa hapa. Ah, love you guys. See you next time.